Welcome to NFL Imperialism in Madden 27 99-yard touchdown edition. First, we'll spin a wheel to randomly determine a team. Then we'll spin an arrow to determine which way the team will attack. These two teams will face off in a 99-yard touchdown challenge. Each team will get one random offensive play from the 1-yard line. As you can see, random play. I'm not controlling anything. Whatever happens, happens. Javante's gonna get the handoff and he's only gonna go 2 yards. All the Saints need here is 3 yards. And they don't get it. The Cowboys are moving on. Well, I thought it was a bad start for the Cowboys, but apparently that's all I needed to beat the Saints. Back to the wheel. Let's see which team will be attacking next here. It's gonna be the Jaguars. And which way will the Jaguars be attacking? They're going north. And they'll be taking on the Falcons. Let's see what Tua and the Falcons have in store here. Tua's gonna scramble. He's gonna get 10. He's gonna get all the way to the 12-yard line. Can the Jags pick up 12 here? Lawrence is going deep. He's got a man. And Brian Thomas is going to go the distance. The first team with a 99-yard touchdown is the Jaguars. I actually wasn't expecting any of those this video, and the Jaguars did it in our second game. Back to the wheel. 30 teams now remain in our Imperialism. Which team will be attacking next? It's going to be the Rams. And which way will the Rams be going? Going south. They'll be taking on the Chargers. Stafford and the Rams are up first. Stafford's got a lot of time in the pocket, throws the out. It's incomplete. All the Chargers got to do is pick up a yard. All Justin Herbert has to do is pick up a single yard. And he does. That'll be 15, and the Chargers are moving on. The Chargers win the Battle of LA. And the team that was our zombies last week have been eliminated. And back to the wheel. Which team will be attacking next? It's going to be the Bills. And which way will the Bills be attacking? They're going south. And the Bills are taking on the Steelers. Let's see what Aaron Rodgers is cooking up here. He's got time in the pocket. He's going to take his check down. That'll be 6 yards. Let's see if the Bills can beat that. Josh Allen and the Bills need 6 yards here. And they're going to pick it up. 11 or 12. The Bills usually don't come in our Imperialisms until late, so they're getting active early in this one. Going back to our wheel, let's see which team will be next to attack. It's going to be the Ravens. And which way will the Ravens be attacking? They're going north. They'll be taking on Philly. Jalen Hurts and the Eagles are first here. They're going to go backwards. Oh, just kidding. Nope, not kidding. They, in fact, got back to the goal line. All the Ravens got to do is pick up a single yard here, and that's going to do it. Derrick Henry. Can he go 99? Derrick Henry trucking through the defense. He's going to go all the way. The Ravens are the second team here to have a 99-yard touchdown. Derrick Henry putting the team on his back as they eliminate the Eagles. And back to our wheel. Which team will be attacking next? It's going to be the Niners. And which way will the Niners be attacking? They're going east. They'll be taking on the Broncos. Let's see what Bo Nix and the Broncos are cooking up here. A decent 7-yard run. That could be trouble for the Niners. Brock Purdy just needs to pick up 7 yards. They're going to give it to McCaffrey, and he's short. The Broncos are moving on. I mean, I'm shocked since we're in practice mode and the Niners didn't have any injuries. Although I guess they were practicing in Denver. Back to our wheel. Let's see which team will be attacking next. It's going to be the Cardinals. In which way will the Cardinals be attacking? They're going west, and they're taking on the Chargers. The Chargers do already have a win under their belt, but we saw how dominant the Cardinals were in Imperialism, but Omarion Hampton's taking off. He's going to get 18 yards here. That's a tough one to beat. Can Jacoby Brissett lead an 18-yarder here? He's going to go to the end around, and they're going to lose 4 yards, and the Cardinals are eliminated. A second win for the Chargers. They could be dangerous. And back to the wheel. Let's see which team will be attacking next. It's going to be the Giants. And which way will the Giants be attacking? They're going northeast. They'll be taking on the Patriots. Drake May is going to hand it off, and we're going to go backwards. That just means the Giants need any yardage. As long as the Giants don't go backwards here, they're going to win. And Scadaboo is going to pick up 2, and that's going to do it. That's enough. The Patriots are eliminated early. Questionable play call from the Patriots there. And we're spinning the wheel. Which team will be attacking next here? It's going to be the New York Jets. Which way will the Jets be attacking? They're going west. And they're also taking on the Giants. The Giants coming fresh off of a win here. Let's see what the Jets got. Breece Hall's going to pick up 4 yards. Can the Giants win back-to-back games here? Scadaboo trucks through a guy and does pick up the 5th and 6th yard, and that's going to eliminate the Jets. Cam Scadaboo is going to carry the Giants in this challenge. Back to our wheel. Which team will be attacking next? It's going to be the Panthers. And which way will the Panthers be attacking? They're going east. That's the ocean. Try again. Okay, they're going south. They're taking on the Jags. Jags already have a win in this one. Can they grab the second here? Lawrence actually has time in the pocket, and he's going to complete the pass. That's 21 yards for Jacoby Myers. The Panthers need 21 yards here. and they're gonna dump it off to Tet, only pick up 4. That's gonna do it. The Jags win again. Jags picking up a second win. Back to our wheel. Which team will be attacking next? It's gonna be the Commanders. And which way will the Commanders be attacking? They're going south. And we're going back to Jacksonville. Can the Jags stay hot here? Tunes in motion. Lawrence does have time, and he's got, again, Brian Thomas for another 99-yard touchdown. This is insane. Jaden Daniels and the Commanders have a chance to put up a 99-yard touchdown of their own here. It's going to be a play action. They're going to pick up 20 yards, which is not bad, but in this case, it does eliminate them. I knew Brian Thomas has been waiting his whole life for this challenge. And we're going back to the wheel. Which team is next to attack? It's going to be the Chiefs. And which way will the Chiefs be attacking? They're going south. They're taking on the Cowboys. Cowboys already beat the Saints in our first game. Can they beat the Chiefs here? He's got George Pickens open. George Pickens is going to pick up 17. The Chiefs need to pick up 13 yards here. They are going to hand it off to Kenneth Walker, who is going to break a tackle, but he's only going to get 4 yards, out of respect for Jaden Daniels. Cowboys, a second win under their belt. Going back to our wheel here, which team is next to attack? It's going to be the Jaguars. They just love to see the Jaguars playing. Which way are they going? They're going south. Taking on the Dolphins. I am wearing my Ricky Williams jersey. Let's see if that gives the Dolphins some powers here. It does not. They go back to the line of scrimmage. Of course, that means that all the Jaguars have to do is pick up a single yard here. They are going to go play action. Still got Brian Thomas, who was apparently made for this. And the Jags moving on again. Who is here for the Brian Thomas Linsanity run? And going back to our wheel, which team is next to attack? It's going to be the Seahawks. Which way will the Seahawks be going? They're going south. It actually doesn't matter which way they go. They have to play the Broncos. Sam Darnold, what do you got on this one? They got -5 yards. Bo Nix, all you have to do is not call the worst play of all time. You can even throw an incomplete pass. You could spike it. As long as you get any yards here. Incomplete, but that 0 is greater than -5. The Broncos are moving on. Highly questionable play call from Seattle. Clearly they did not know they were in a 99-yard challenge. I believe there's 18 remaining. I'm not counting. But which team will be next? It's going to be the Chargers. And which way will the Chargers be attacking? They're going northwest, taking on the Broncos. Broncos coming off a big win on a 0-yard play. And this one is actually intercepted. I think that just counts as an automatic win for the Chargers. Okay, as long as the Chargers don't throw a pick 6, I think that counts. They did get out of the end zone. Ladd McConkey actually is going to pick up 17 yards. Chargers are moving on either way. The Chargers actually beat them twice, so maybe they should get double the land. I'm not sure how that would work. Back to the wheel. 17 remain. Who will not join us in the top half? The Giants are attacking. Which way are the Giants going to be attacking? They're going north. No, that's Canada. Try again. They're going south. They're taking on the Bills. Josh Allen and the Bills did beat the Steelers. A good play action there, because I thought they were about to go backwards. That is actually caught by Dalton Kincaid. That's an 18-yard gain. High school classmate of mine, and college classmate too. Jackson Dart, let's see if you got 18 yards in you. Dropping way back to throw the ball to nobody. It's incomplete. The Bills eliminate the Giants. I believe we're down to our top half of the NFL now. Down to 16. Which team will be next to attack here? It's going to be the Vikings. Which way will the Vikings be attacking? That's Canada. Which way will the Vikings be attacking? Going west. They're taking on the Chargers. Can the Chargers stay hot and defeat the Vikings? Omarion Hampton is going to truck through a bunch of guys. He's going to break another tackle, break another one. He's off to the races. Omarion Hampton with a 99-yard run himself. I was just about to complain about how bad that play call was, but it went from 1 yard to 99 really quick. The Vikings do need 99 yards here. They're going to call a draw, and they're going to get 5. Which would have worked if they tackled Omarion the first time. And the first elimination of the NFC North. Shocked it took this long to see one of them. 15 now remain. Which team will be attacking next? It's going to be the Bucks. I think the Bucks can only attack the Jags. Let's check. They can't. But this is pointing east, so they're going to attack the Jags. Right. The Jags are the team to beat right now for some reason. But they only pick up 3 here. This does open the door for Tampa. Can Tampa pick up 3 yards and win it? No, they cannot. He is down well short. Wasn't pretty, but the Jags pick up another win. Down to 14. Which team will be attacking next? We're going to see the Colts. And which way will the Colts be attacking? They're going west. Taking on the Bears. The cover athlete making his debut in the 99-yard challenge here. He is going to scramble. but he's going to take a sack. A loss of 2 or 3 on that one. All the Colts have to do is not go backwards. And they actually go forwards. They pick up 10 yards. That's pretty good. Colts are moving on. Bad performance from the Bears. Back to our wheel. I believe we're down to 12 here. Which team will be attacking next? It's going to be the Packers. Which way will the Packers be going? East. They'll be taking on the Lions. Both teams making their debut in this one. Packers are going to hand it off to Jacobs, who's going to get 6 or 7. Now to Jared Goff and the Lions. Let's see. Dan Orlovsky'd it. What? I guess the Packers are moving on. Good old Madden, huh? Back to our wheel. 11 teams remain, I believe. Next attacking team is going to be the Ravens, who had a crazy play early in this one, but which way will they be attacking now? Going southeast. Big heavyweight matchup, Ravens-Jags. Both of these teams have 99-yard touchdowns already. The Jags going to hand it off to Tootin. He's going to pick up 6. Will the Jags run continue, or will the Ravens put a stop to them? The Ravens are averaging 99 yards a play so far. Henry's going to get it up the middle. He's going to break a couple tackles, and he's going to get 8. That's going to do it. The Jags have been eliminated. What a run from Brian Thomas and the Jaguars, dude. And then there were 11. Which team is next to attack? It'll be the Browns. And which way will the Browns be going? They're going east. They're taking on the Bills. The Bills have dominated so far. Allen's got all the time in the world, but it's broken up. All the Browns have to do is pick up a single yard here. And they do. I thought he threw a pick. Somehow, after all that, the Browns eliminate the Bills. Down to our top 10 teams. Which team will be next to attack? It'll be the Bengals. And which way will the Bengals be attacking? They're going south. And the Bengals taking on the Titans. 2 teams playing their first game here in this Imperialism. Cam Ward drops back. He's got his man over the middle. That's a 5-yard gain. Can the Bengals top 5 yards here? Chase Brown's going to make a move. He might be off to the races. No, 15, but that'll still eliminate the Titans. The Titans have low-key been making it far in these Imperialisms recently, which is kind of weird because they're like right in the middle of everything. Down to our final 9, I believe. The next team to attack, we're going to see the Raiders. They have only one way to go. We could spin the arrow for funsies, but they gotta go play the Chargers regardless. I believe after we lost the Jaguars, the Chargers have the most wins in this Imperialism so far, and now they gotta play the Raiders. Can the Raiders pull off the upset here? At our final 9, Omarion Hampton does get the handoff. He only gets a yard or 2. The Raiders could knock off the Chargers here. He's gonna throw it in, it's incomplete, and the Chargers are moving on. I mean, the Chargers just left that door wide open. And unsurprisingly, the Raiders couldn't capitalize. Down to our final 8 teams. Which team will be attacking next? It's gonna be the Texans. Which means everyone will have played by 7. Which way are the Texans going? They're going west. Taking on the Cowboys. The Cowboys played in our first game. Here they are in the Elite 8. CD's gonna get 8 yards. Number 88. A lot of 8s. Can the Texans pick up more than 8? They're going to go to an atrocious draw play, which somehow does end in a safety eventually, but wow, I mean, that was just ugly from the start. And the Dallas Cowboys, moving on. Down to our final 7, and everyone has played a game, which is so rare in this Imperialism. The Bengals are our next team. Which way will the Bengals be attacking? They're going west. They'll be taking on the Colts. The Colts won last game after the Bears went backwards. Can they put up a decent chunk of yards here? They put up 5. Again, disrespectful to Jaden Daniels. Bengals got to match 5 here. They got a wide open hole down the middle. It's going to pick up 14, and that's going to eliminate the Colts. Bengals could be a sneaky favorite here. 6 teams remain now. Which team will attack next? It's going to be the Bengals again. And which way will the Bengals be attacking? Going east. They'll be taking on the Browns. Can the Bengals win back-to-back, or will they be spoiled by the Browns? The Browns pick up 7 or 8 yards here. The Bengals so far in this Imperialism have had both of their plays go past the line to beat. Can they do it again? They can. Jamar Chase is going to pick up 30, and the Bengals win again. Bengals have been going crazy in this one, but can they pull off the win? Down to our final 5 now. The next attacking team is the Chargers, barely. Which way will the Chargers be attacking? Going northeast. Gonna be taking on the Packers here. Jordan Love and the Packers going first. Josh Jacobs is gonna go right up the middle for a 9-yard gain. 9 yards is tough, but they have gone 99 already. Can they do it again here? Hampton does pick up the 10, and the Chargers are moving on. Honestly, all 4 of these teams have been playing really well. It's a shame there's only one winner in Imperialism. Our final 4. Which team is next to attack? It'll be the Cowboys. Which way will the Cowboys be attacking? They're going southeast. They'll be taking on the Ravens. The Ravens do have a 99-yard touchdown on their side already. Can they get another one here? Henry does have space. He's gonna pick up 18 yards. Could this be it for the Dallas Cowboys? They're gonna go and play action. Ferguson has a lot of space. Down to the 30-yard line. The Cowboys eliminate the Ravens. Now that is just clutch football from Dak Prescott. And now here we are down to our final three. The Chargers are going to be our attacking team. Which way are the Chargers going to be attacking? Going southeast. And they'll be taking on the Dallas Cowboys. This is to make the championship game. Prescott's going to send Ferguson in motion here. They're going to do an inside handoff. No, it's a play action. Prescott's got time in the pocket. He's actually going to take off and slide at the 4. The Chargers just need to pick up 4 yards here, and they run the same play. They run the same play the Seahawks lost 8 yards on, and they fumble, and the Cowboys pick it up, and that's a touchdown. What just happened? If there's been one takeaway from this video, it's that you should never run that play. That play resulted in negative 16 yards and a touchdown for the other team. All right, Cowboys-Bengals, let's do it. The championship game, what do the Cincinnati Bengals have in store? It's a handoff to Chase Brown, who's going to go up the middle and pick up 19 yards. The Cowboys need 20 or more yards here in this Imperialism championship. And he's got George Pickens, who's going to break one off. Can George Pickens go the distance? No, but that's going to do it. George Pickens, 49 yards. The Cowboys are your Imperialism champions. I got one thing to say. How about them Cowboys? Make sure you guys subscribe for more Madden content.